Hello YouTube, this is Charlie426 or Marasai426, and today we have the DX Billy the Rod from Kamen Rider Forze. Before I actually get started with the commentary and my review, I just want to say thank you to those who actually watch my videos, because I'm kind of still getting used to this making review videos and stuff, because the reason I haven't tried to do this is because I have this thing called stage fright, and even though I'm not on stage or showing on camera, it's still kind of difficult for me to say things properly in front of the camera or even behind the camera. So sorry about if I'm blubbering a little bit, but hope you understand. So beyond that, let's get started. So I got this Billy the Rod in Korea. This was before even Kamen Rider Forze even started showing on air. I believe right now they're trying to start now, because Korea, they have this issue with Japan that every time they import a Kamen Rider product or anything related, they have to change the box design and change all the Japanese into Korean sometimes, and sometimes they even fuck up I'm sorry about my cursing, but mess up the voice or sound effects onto it. If those who bought the Kamen Rider 5's toys, Korean version, might know that all the words on the phone are in Korean instead of Japanese. So basically they change anything that has a bit too much Japanese influence on the toy into Korean. Right now they're into Forze. I hope they don't change too much sound effects or the voices of the toys itself. Beyond that, let's look at the box. We have the front side of view with the Kamen Rider Forze is in Elec states and with the DX Billy the Rod. Behind the box we have all the explanations of it, basically what mode, and then side box, some art design. Bottom side, and again DX Billy the Rod, and then top side. And then let's take this thing out of the box. I got this in Korea, but that doesn't mean it was still on. This was before. The way how I got it was that some guy, another guy, I bought this secondhand in Korea, but it was in mint condition. Basically, this guy went to Japan, bought it, and then he sold it in Korea as a fairly good price, if you ask me. So I'm quite happy of it. So yeah, let's see. Well, instruction manual as usual. Then this is the contents of the stuff inside the box. The parts for the main weapon and the number 10 Elec switch. So first of all, let's take care of the switch first. Let's see. This is the number 10 Elec switch. It's yellowish, orange yellowish, so a little bit bright or strong cheese color. DX version, of course, with the glaring sticker on it. Overall design, it has a spring mechanism on the switch. Overall, I like the color and design of the switch. I will put this in the Forze driver later. And then we have the other two parts, which, sorry about that, I already put some batteries in it. In order to avoid that again, I'm just going to turn this off. Sorry about the noise. This is the main weapon, and this is another attachment to the weapon. So let me get rid of the boxes and the plastic wraps. So here we go. We have the main weapon and another attachment. So basically, we get this here. We put this attachment to here, and I believe in the show, usually when Kamen Rider Force takes this out, it's usually in this form, I believe, and he holds it like this. And yeah, overall design, pretty much show accurate. Size, of course not. Usually all the sword type weapons, even though this is not a sword, it's fairly short. But in terms of design and color scheme, I pretty much like it. Before this, I actually bought the hi-hat gun, as I mentioned in my Forze driver. review. I was in a dilemma whether to buy this or the hi-hat gun. I usually don't buy the weapons anymore in Kamen Rider toys because of there's size issues. But if I do, if I did have to buy one, I usually went for the gun type weapons. So I went for the hi-hat gun. Didn't like it, to be honest, because of the size issue and some other issues as well. So if you had to choose between this one or with the hi-hat gun, I'd go for this one now. Because I like the color and overall more sound effects. So yeah, now let's actually get into the gimmicks. First, there's a switch here, and also you need to unscrew the battery cover, and you need to put in two AAA batteries in it. So let's turn this on. I'm just gonna show it from the front side. I believe there's no effect. What was there? Okay, there's the effects. I believe in the original show it should be like double the length of this a little bit. But okay. Overall, there's this switch on the handle part. So if you press it, it makes this electric swing or smashing noise. And this part, actually, if you see the show, now it goes into these parts. This is a design of the 110 volts plug, I believe, in Japan. But in Japan, this is 20. In America, this shape, well, besides the middle part, without this, is usually 110. But in Japan, it's 220. So yeah, I know this because my dad's in an electricity company, and I've been to a lot of countries. So we put this here to make a different sound effect and a standby phase. It makes a different pattern of electric, and if I press the trigger, it makes an electrical zap noise. I pretty like that. And if you take this out, it'll turn off. So in order to take it off, you just need to press these two switches or pegs, and then pull it off. Make that off noise. And there's 3 holes, and each hole makes a different standby effect noise and different patterns. This time it's going like this. Let's press it. As you can see, it makes even a little bit more stronger electrical swing or zap noise. And finally, yeah, every time I press that, it'll make a noise like that. Makes an intense noise. And finally, each weapon, of course, should have its own like final attack. Sorry about that. And now this is where the switch comes in. Sorry, I keep pressing that. So there's this switch, of course, in the show. Well, it doesn't matter whether the switch is on or off. The moment you put the switch in, it will trigger the limit break. So in terms of show accuracy, I guess this should be on while it's in the belt in order to transform. So I'm gonna put this at this form and then put the switch inside. So let's try that out. Wait, this is yeah. So this is where you put the switch in it. I believe it goes this way. So the moment you press it in, and you press the trigger. Of course, if you don't press it right away, it'll make that noise again. See, it's like going every like 2 seconds. So let's press it. Now, you can put this here first and then put the switch in, but it doesn't really make much difference. So I'm not gonna do that. So yeah, this is what you can do right out of the box. I'm just gonna turn this off now and take off the switch. So yeah, this is what you can do right out of the box, make some noises. And now I have the Forza driver ready here to make sure to show you what noise does the switch make. So I'm going to take number 1 off and number 10 inside. It says Elec or Elec, basically, meaning electricity. And once you transform, this will, I believe, turn into yellow. So let's try that out. Yeah, electricity, and let's just do a limit break for once. And the famous electric drill kick. And finally, so that was basically it. Thank you for watching my video. Hope you enjoyed it, and wait for my next review. And once again, thank you, and I hope we can see you again.